They say madness creeps in silently, not with a scream, but with a whisper from deep within your own soul, a voice that doesn't speak in words, but in symbols, in dreams, in shivers up your spine. The one voice you were never taught to listen to, but the one that might just be your last chance at truly knowing who you are. Because if you ignore it, if you bury it beneath the noise of the world, you won't just lose control, you will lose yourself. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakens. Carl Jung. But here's the tragedy. Most people never awaken. Before we dive into this ancient and terrifying truth, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're drawn to stories that reveal what the world was never meant to see. Like the video to support the journey, and comment if you've ever felt that strange voice inside you, the one that doesn't speak, but pulls. Because what you're about to hear is not just a story, it's a warning. In 1913, the most brilliant psychiatrist of his time stood at the edge of a psychological cliff. Carl Gustav Jung, former protege of Sigmund Freud, had just walked away from the most powerful psychoanalytic circle in the world. Why? Because something inside him had changed, something had awakened, and it terrified him. He began to hear things, see things, dreams of blood-soaked rivers, of an ancient flood drowning all of Europe. He dreamt of gods with lion heads and towers collapsing into the sea. Jung feared he was going mad. But instead of fighting it, he did something most people never dare to do. He listened. He followed that inner voice down into the abyss, into a darkness so deep it nearly destroyed him. He locked himself in his house, sat alone for hours, and entered what he called a confrontation with the unconscious. No guides, no maps, only symbols, visions, and a feeling that something far older than his conscious mind was speaking to him. He began writing in secret, filling a massive book with images of demons, serpents, ancient gods, and dialogues with what he called the self. He painted them in vivid, terrifying detail. The book was called The Red Book, and it remained hidden from the world for nearly a century. Why? Because it revealed the truth Jung knew the world wasn't ready for. There is a voice inside you, not your thoughts, not your ego, but something beneath them, something deeper. And if you don't listen to it, it will find other ways to speak. Have you ever felt a sudden panic in a calm moment? A vivid dream that leaves you shaken for days? A strange pull toward a place, a person, or a fear you don't understand? That's the shadow whispering. According to Jung, the human psyche is like an iceberg. What you see above the water, your conscious mind, is only a fragment. Below it lies your shadow, the rejected parts of yourself, the parts society told you to suppress, your anger, your shame, your fear, your potential. Most people spend their entire lives running from this shadow, pretending it's not there. But Jung knew what you ignore festers, and one day it erupts through addiction, obsession, rage, depression. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Carl Jung. Let me tell you a story. In 1945, in the Egyptian desert near the town of Nag Hammadi, a farmer digging for fertilizer uncovered a sealed clay jar. Inside were ancient scrolls, gospels lost to history. One of them, the Gospel of Thomas, held a chilling line. If you bring forth what is within you, what you bring forth will save you. If you do not bring forth what is within you, what you do not bring forth will destroy you. It echoed Jung's warning perfectly. Throughout history, every ancient tradition, Greek, Egyptian, Hindu, Gnostic, spoke of this internal battle, the war between the outer self and the inner truth. The Greeks called it the daimon, your inner guiding spirit. Socrates claimed he heard it every day, guiding his choices. The Egyptians believed your heart was weighed against truth in the afterlife, not your deeds, but whether you listened to that inner truth. So why have we stopped listening? In today's world, we've replaced silence with screens. We numb the whisper with noise. We treat anxiety like an error, depression like a disease. But what if they're signals? What if your sadness is not your enemy, but your shadow begging you to hear it? Carl Jung believed that healing doesn't come from pretending to be good. It comes from integrating the parts of you that are terrifying, messy, ancient, and real. He called this process individuation, becoming whole. And it doesn't happen by following the crowd. It happens in silence, in dreams, in facing the things inside you that you've spent your whole life running from. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Carl Jung. But here's the darkest truth. Not everyone makes it. Some people never listen. They stay in jobs that slowly kill them, marriages that mute their soul, belief systems that keep them small. They feel the voice, but they silence it. Until it turns into chaos, into a midlife crisis, a breakdown, a sudden collapse of the life they thought was theirs. Because the soul will not be ignored forever. There was a man Jung once treated, a successful businessman, wealthy, respected, married, but he had a dream that haunted him. In it he stood in a dark forest, facing a black wolf with golden eyes. Every time he ran, the wolf followed. He came to Jung in terror, hoping to be rid of the nightmare. But Jung told him, "You must face the wolf." The man refused. Years later, his life unraveled. He lost his business, his family, his health. In his final days, he told a friend, "The wolf was never trying to kill me. It was trying to lead me home." The voice inside you is ancient. It speaks in intuition, in longing, in a feeling that you are meant for something more. It is your demon, your shadow, yourself. And it waits endlessly for you to stop running. Will you listen? Or will you lose yourself trying to be someone else? You are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become. Carl Jung. So the next time your chest tightens for no reason, the next time a dream clings to you like fog, the next time you feel lost in a world screaming for your attention, don't look outside. Listen within. That whisper in the silence might just be your soul. If this story stirred something inside you, don't scroll away. Subscribe to the channel for more journeys into the shadow and the soul. Like the video if it moved you. And comment below, have you heard your inner voice? What did it say? Because the truth is simple. If you ignore the voice within, the world outside will swallow you whole.